Some of my properties, I lease them to a social housing provider called SERCO. Now, SERCO are one of the largest UK social housing providers, and a lot of people ask me, do I use them? What's my experience been with them? To be honest with you, I do use them, but I'm a firm believer of not putting all my eggs into one basket when it comes to social housing providers. I work with 4 different providers. SERCO is one of them. Now, my overall experience, it has actually been good. But I will tell you that SERCO can be quite difficult to deal with in terms of the renovation process. They can be extremely picky with what they want, but ultimately they're just trying to get the safest possible property for their tenants. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make sure that the property is extremely compliant. So the council's requirements for HMO might be here, and SERCO's requirements might be here. Now guys, for those of you that don't know, SERCO house refugees and other types of tenants, but their main tenant type, as far as I'm aware, is actually refugee tenants. I love that. I think that's a good thing. I feel like we're helping people that really need housing. Some people have escaped countries that have wars going on in those countries. They've come to the UK, they really need housing. So yeah, I'm there for it. And I've caught some flack online. A lot of racist people online saying, you know, you're housing refugees, very rare. But for me, I think it's actually a good thing. And I like to do that, okay? So SERCO, they pay quite well. They don't pay extremely high rates or extremely low rates. They just pay pretty much market rate or slightly less than market rate. So say, for example, you have a HMO room that you can rent for, say, £450 per month. SERCO will give you, say, £420 per month. But what that means is that overall, you will still make more profit per month because they cover all of the maintenance, all of the bills. They give you a long lease on the property, so it's very consistent, and there's no management costs as well. So overall, you will still make more money typically with SERCO than you would with a working professional HMO. But it does depend on the area and what rates you can get. Because if it's like in a super high-end area of London, for example, then obviously you can rent that room for a significant amount of money. But most of my properties are in Nottinghamshire, where it's cheap properties. So that's my experience. Overall, it's been good, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you would like to find out how I can help you with your property journey, then DM me the word property and let's talk.